So, hello again guys, this is me, Marges F. Franco from BSIT 2204. So, for today's video, I would like to summarize the chapter 10 to 13 from the SRWA. So, let's start. Endpoints are particularly susceptible to malware-related attacks that originate through email or web browsing, such as DDoS, data breaches, and malware. This endpoint has a typically used traditional host-based security features such as antivirus, anti-malware, host-based firewalls, and host-based intrusion prevention system. So endpoints are best protection by a combinations of NAC HAT-based AMP software, an email security appliance, and a web security appliance. So Cisco WSA can perform blacklisting of URL filtering, malware scanning, URL categorization, web application filtering, and encryption and decryption of web traffic. So AAA controls who is permitted to access a network, what they can do while they are there, and to audit that action they perform while accessing the network. So authorizations uses a set of attributes that describe the user's access to the network. Accounting is a combination with AAA authentication. The AAA server gives a detailed log of exactly what the authenticated user does on the devices. So the IAE 802.1 or 11 standard is a port-based access control and authentication protocol that restrict unauthorized workstations from connection to a LAN through publicly accessible switch port. So for chapter 11, all switch ports should be secure before the switch is deployed for production's use. The simplest and the most effective method to prevent MAC address table overflow attack is to enable port security. By default, um, layer 2 switch port are set to dynamic auto checking on. The switch can be configured to learn about MAC addresses on a secured port in one of three ways: manually configured, dynamically learned, and dynamically learned sticky. Port security aging can be used to set the aging time for static and dynamic secure addresses on a port. Two types of aging are supported per port: absolute and inactivity. If MAC addresses of a device attached to the port differs from the list of secure addresses, the port violation occurs. By default, the port enters the error disabled state, and when a port is shut down and placed in the error disabled state, no traffic is sent or received on that port. To display port security setting for the switch, use the show port security command. So as a general guideline, configure all access switch ports as untrusted and all uplink ports that are connected to other switches trusted. DAI can also be configured to check for both destinations or source MAC and IP addresses. So destinations MAC checks the destination MAC addresses in the Ethernet header agents. The target MAC address in ARP body. So source MAC, check the source MAC addresses in the Ethernet header against the sender MAC addresses in the ARP body. So IP addresses checks the ARP body for invalid and unexpected IP addresses, including the addresses and all the IP multicast addresses. So for the chapter 12, a wireless LAN is a type of wireless network that is commonly used in home, offices, and campus environments. Wireless networks are based on IEEE standard and can be classified in the four main types. So WPAN, WLAN, WMAN, and W1. So wireless LAN technologies uses the unlicensed radio spectrum to send and receive data. Um, Example of this technology are Bluetooth, WiMAX, cellular broadband, and satellite broadband. The IEEE 802.11 WLAN standard defined how radio frequencies are used for wireless link. So WLAN network operations in the 2.4 frequencies band and the 5 band standard ensures interoperability between devices that are made by different manufacturers internationally. That three organizations influence WLAN standard that are ITUR, the IEE, and the Wi-Fi Alliance. To keep wireless intruders out and protect data, two early security features are still available on most routers and AP, SSID clocking, and MAC addresses filtering. There are four shared key authentication techniques available. So Web, WPA, WPA2, and WPA3. So how routers typically have two choices for the authentication, WPA and WP2. WP2 is a stronger of the two. Encryption is used to protect data. The WPA and WP2 standard use the following encryptions protocol: the TKIP and the AES in the networks that have stricter security requirements, and an additional authentication or login is required to grant wireless clients access. The enterprise security mode choice requires an authentication, authorization, and account key. So for the chapter 13, remote workers, small branches office, and home network often use a wireless router, which typically includes a switch for grid clients, a port for an internet connections, and wireless components for wireless clients access. Most wireless routers are pre-configured to be connected to the network and provide secure or service. The wireless router uses DHCP to automatically provide addresses information to connected devices. So your first priority should be to change your user name and password of your wireless router. Use your router's interface to complete basic network and wireless setup. If you want to extend the range beyond approximately 45 meters indoor and the outdoor is 90 meters, so you can add wireless access point. The router will use a process called network address stations to convert private IPv4 and addresses to internet routable IPv4 addresses. By configuring QoS, you can guarantee that certain traffic types such as a voice and video are prioritized over traffic that is not time sensitive, such as email and web browsing. There are 6 steps to the troubleshooting process when a troubleshooting a rerun a process of eliminations is recommended. Common problems are no connectivity and poor performance wireless connection when the PC is operational. To optimize the increase the band of 802.11 dual band routers and AP, either upgrade your wireless clients or split the traffic. Most wireless routers and AP offer upgradable firmware release may contain fixed for common problem reported by customer as well as security vulnerabilities. You should periodically check the router or AP for update firmware. So that's all for the summary of SRWA for the chapter 10 to 30. So I have you get the link and hope you like it this video. Thank you.